Have you ever been struck by a sudden, unexplainable feeling of being missed? A deep spiritual ache that tells you someone, somewhere, is thinking of you? This isn't your imagination. It's a profound truth uncovered by Carl Jung after decades of studying the human soul. We are not separate. We live in an illusion of individuality. But beneath it all, we are powerfully connected by invisible threads of energy and love that defy all physical distance. When someone's heart aches for you, that intense energy doesn't just vanish, it pierces through the fabric of the universe, creating shocking ripples in your reality, sending you clear, undeniable signs. Jung called them synchronicities, but it's something even more powerful, a sacred language the universe uses to prove you are in someone's heart. In this video, I will reveal the 12 secret signs the universe sends when someone is missing you with a longing so deep it is literally changing the world around you. This knowledge could change everything you thought you knew about connection. Before we dive into these secrets, I've noticed that a huge number of you who find deep value in these videos are not yet subscribed. If you feel a calling to understand these profound truths, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now and turn on all notifications so you don't miss the vital messages the universe has in store for you. And if you feel this message is important, press the like button to help it reach others who need to hear it. I am also deeply curious to know how far these powerful teachings of Carl Jung are traveling. So tell me, what city or country are you watching from? Let me know in the comments below, and let's begin this journey. The first sign is that you feel inexplicable physical sensations of energetic presence. Your body is a more sensitive instrument than any technology ever created for detecting subtle energy. Every cell is an antenna capable of picking up information that your conscious mind has not yet processed. When someone directs intense longing in your direction, that energy travels through what mystics call the ether and quantum physicists call the non-local information field. The most common manifestation is a physical sensation that is unrelated to your immediate environment. It could be a shiver that runs down your spine for no apparent reason, a specific tingling in certain parts of your body, or that unmistakable feeling that someone is present even when you are physically alone. It is a real neurological response from your nervous system, picking up electromagnetic frequencies emitted by the intense emotional concentration of another consciousness. Jung observed that our bodies often know things that our rational mind has not yet understood. The autonomic nervous system responds to energetic information long before our linear consciousness processes what is happening. When someone consistently holds you in thoughts of deep longing, this focused energy creates bioelectromagnetic fields that can be detected by your own nervous system, even at a distance. The characteristic that distinguishes this sensation from other physical experiences is its quality of recognition. Even without being able to explain it rationally, you intuitively feel that this energy is connected to a specific person. It's as if your soul recognizes the unique energetic signature of the longing being directed towards you. This sensation is often accompanied by an emotional wave that is not your own, a quality of feeling that you can specifically associate with that person. The second sign is dreams of transcendental communication. Jung considered dreams to be the direct language of the collective unconscious, that dimension of the psyche where all consciousnesses meet and communicate without the limitations of physical time and space. When someone misses you deeply, this emotional energy creates waves in the psychic field that can manifest through extraordinarily vivid and meaningful dreams. These are not ordinary dreams. They are oniric experiences that carry a quality of reality that transcends fantasy. You often dream of encounters, conversations, or situations that have a disproportionate emotional intensity compared to the apparent content of the dream. The person appears not as a memory or projection, but as a living, conscious presence that interacts with you in ways that seem impossible within normal physical laws. What makes these dreams unique is their quality of two-way communication. It's not just you dreaming about someone. It's as if two consciousnesses meet on a plane where physical limitations do not exist. Often there is an exchange of information, feelings, or simply an experience of closeness that leaves a deep mark on your psyche. You may wake up with knowledge you didn't have before, insights into that person's life, or simply a sense of renewed connection. Jung discovered that when two people have a deep archetypal connection, their unconscious minds can literally communicate through what he called the collective psychic field. The intense longing of one person creates a constellation in this field that can manifest in the dreams of the other. It is as if the force of the emotion opens portals of communication through the invisible dimensions of consciousness. These dreams are often accompanied by universal symbols of connection and communication. Bridges, open doors, paths that meet, ringing telephones, letters being delivered, or simply the feeling of coming home. The unconscious uses these images to translate the energy of longing that is being transmitted through the invisible dimensions of consciousness. The most striking quality of these dreams is that they remain vivid in your memory for days, weeks, or even years. Unlike common dreams that fade quickly, these oniric encounters leave lasting impressions that continue to influence your emotional state and your perception of that connection long after you wake up. The third sign is what Jung called a synchronistic cascade of impossible manifestations. Carl Jung defined synchronicity as apparently random events that carry deep meaning and reveal the hidden order behind physical reality. When someone misses you very much, this intense emotional energy creates disturbances in the fabric of reality that manifest as a sequence of coincidences impossible to ignore. These synchronicities are not subtle. They appear as an avalanche of events related to that specific person. Their name appears in unlikely places. You find objects or situations that have a direct connection to them. Specific songs play at significant moments, or you come across information about them through completely unexpected channels. The universe seems to conspire to keep that person constantly in your consciousness through a series of coordinated events. What differentiates these synchronicities from mere coincidences is their cumulative quality and their symbolic precision. It is not just an isolated event, but a coordinated series of manifestations that seem choreographed by a single intelligence. It's as if the universe is trying to draw your attention to a specific connection through a language of symbols and events that transcends normal causality. Jung explained that synchronicities operate through the principle of a causal connection, an organizing force that does not follow the laws of cause and effect, but connects events through meaning. When there is an intense emotional charge directed towards you, this energy creates fields of attraction that magnetically draw events, people, and situations related to that specific connection. These manifestations can include finding books they recommended in unexpected places, overhearing conversations of strangers who mention themes directly related to them, receiving advertisements or messages that contain specific references to their life, or simply a sequence of numbers, dates, or symbols that have special meaning in your relationship. The precision and frequency of these synchronicities increase in proportion to the intensity of the longing being directed towards you. In the fourth sign, telepathic transmissions of emotional states occur. One of the most profound manifestations of psychic connection is what Jung called direct knowledge, information that reaches you without passing through the normal sensory channels. When someone misses you very much, especially if that person is going through significant or challenging times, you may begin to receive intuitive flashes about their emotional state or life situation with a precision that defies logical explanation. These intuitions are not vague or generic. They arrive with surprising clarity and often include specific details about what the person is experiencing. You may know, without a logical basis, that they are sad, going through an important transition, or facing specific challenges. Sometimes, this information is accompanied by inexplicable impulses to send positive energy, pray for them, or simply keep them in your loving thoughts. Jung believed that these experiences were evidence of our connection through the collective unconscious, that dimension of the psyche that transcends individuality and connects all consciousnesses. When someone misses you intensely, this energy opens more direct channels of communication through this collective field, allowing information about their well-being to flow directly into your consciousness. Neuroscience has discovered that we have mirror neurons that allow us to mirror not only physical actions, but also emotional states. When there is a deep emotional connection, these neurons can remain activated even at a distance, allowing you to literally feel echoes of the other person's internal states. It's as if you maintain an open energetic communication line that transmits emotional information in real time. What makes this phenomenon even more remarkable is that these intuitions often arrive precisely when the person most needs support or positive energy. It is as if the universe coordinates these moments of psychic communication to facilitate healing and connection, even through physical separation. You may wake up in the middle of the night with the certainty that you need to send loving thoughts to someone, only to find out later that they were going through a particularly difficult time at that exact moment. The fifth sign is the symbolic materialization of significant objects. One of the most mysterious phenomena documented by Jung is what he called symbolic materialization, the tendency for physical objects related to deep emotional connections to appear in our lives in ways that defy logical explanation. When someone misses you intensely, the universe may begin to manifest objects that carry meaning related to that person in seemingly impossible ways. You might be organizing your belongings and suddenly find a photo, a letter, a gift, or any object that has an emotional connection to this person. Objects that you were sure you had lost, donated, or that simply shouldn't be where they appeared. These objects do not appear at just any time. They manifest synchronistically, often when you are going through an emotional process related to that person or questioning the importance of that connection in your life. Jung explained this phenomenon through the concept of the unus mundus, the fundamental unity between psyche and matter, between mind and physical reality. He believed that in states of high emotional charge, consciousness can directly influence the organization of material reality, causing symbolically significant objects to manifest in seemingly impossible ways. These objects often appear at times when you most need confirmation about the importance of that connection, or when you are questioning the meaning of past relationships. It is as if the universe offers tangible physical evidence that certain bonds transcend time and space. The objects may appear in drawers you've opened hundreds of times, in boxes that were recently rummaged through, or simply in places where their presence is logically impossible. The significance of these events goes beyond mere coincidence. They are often accompanied by a specific emotional sensation, a wave of nostalgia, gratitude, or simply a deep knowing that this manifestation carries a message about the continuity of the connection you share with that person. The sixth sign that someone misses you very much is disturbances in your personal emotional field. When someone misses you very much, you may experience sudden and inexplicable changes in your own emotional state, which do not correspond to anything that is happening in your life at the moment. These emotional changes have specific characteristics that distinguish them from your normal emotional variations. They arrive abruptly, have a quality of externality. You know intuitively that they do not originate from your own internal processes, and often carry an energetic signature that you can recognize as connected to a specific person. It's as if you are picking up emotional transmissions from someone who is thinking intensely about you. You may be having a completely neutral day when you are suddenly invaded by waves of nostalgia, sweet melancholy, inexplicable gratitude, or even sadness that has no relation to your current experience. What makes these emotions unique is that they are accompanied by an intuitive feeling that they are related to someone specific. It is not a projection or imagination. It is a direct perception of emotional states being transmitted through the invisible channels of interconnected consciousness. The explanation for this phenomenon is related to what neuroscientists call emotional contagion, our innate ability to pick up and mirror emotional states. But when there is a deep psychic connection, this contagion can operate over physical distances through mechanisms that transcend the five senses. It's as if you maintain an emotional radio frequency always open between you. Jung believed that these experiences were evidence that our individual psyche is just a small part of a much larger network of interconnected consciousness. When someone directs intense emotional energy towards you, part of that energy is automatically received by your own emotional field, creating echoes of the feelings that the person is experiencing. Emotional transmissions are especially intense during significant moments in the life of the person who misses you: birthdays, holidays, personal milestones, or simply moments of deep reflection where the longing becomes particularly acute. It is as if the intensity of the emotion amplifies the transmission, making it more easily detectable by your psychic system. The seventh sign, electromagnetic anomalies in technological devices. Although Jung did not live in the digital age, the principles he discovered about the influence of consciousness on physical reality manifest in fascinating ways through modern technology. When someone misses you intensely, this concentrated emotional energy can influence electromagnetic fields in ways that affect electronic devices around you in seemingly impossible ways. You may start to notice strange behaviors in your devices, precisely when you are thinking about that person or going through emotional moments related to them. Phones may ring with no identifiable calls. Televisions may change channels on their own. Computers may experience temporary unexplained glitches. Apps may open spontaneously, or old messages may mysteriously reappear on your screen. The frequency and specificity of these anomalies increase in proportion to the intensity of the longing being directed towards you. What makes these events significant is not just their anomalous nature, but their precise synchronistic timing. They tend to happen at moments charged with emotional meaning related to that specific person. It's as if the energy of their longing creates interference in the electromagnetic fields that surround you, manifesting through the technology you use daily. The human heart, for example, generates the strongest electromagnetic field in the body, and when someone focuses intensely on you through longing, this amplified cardiac energy can create a type of resonance that manifests through technological anomalies. These events are especially significant when the affected devices have some connection with communication. Phones, computers, radios, messaging systems. It's as if the universe is trying to open channels of communication through the very technology we normally use to connect with others. The anomalies often occur on devices you use to communicate with each other, or at times when you are considering contacting that person. The most common manifestation is the phenomenon of old messages unexpectedly appearing on the screen, ghost notifications from apps related to that person, or simply a feeling that your devices are trying to communicate something that transcends their normal programming. These events serve as technological reminders that certain connections operate on frequencies that our current understanding of reality is still learning to recognize. The eighth sign is social magnetism through indirect connections. One of the most elegant ways the universe uses to communicate deep connections is through seemingly casual encounters with people who have a link to the one who misses you. You may start to unexpectedly bump into mutual friends, family members, former colleagues, or even distant acquaintances of this person in completely unexpected places and times, with a frequency that defies the laws of probability. These encounters are not common coincidences. They happen precisely when you are going through internal processes related to that person, or when you need information about them. The conversations that arise from these encounters often include spontaneous mentions of the person who misses you, updates on their life, shared stories, or simply confirmations that they have been talking about you recently. Jung would explain these events through the concept of the morphogenetic field, the idea that emotionally connected people create invisible fields of influence that can organize events in the physical world when someone misses you very much. This field expands to include people from their social circle, creating synchronistic opportunities for indirect connection that keep the bond between you active in the manifest world. What makes these encounters especially significant is that they often bring information or perspectives that you needed to hear at that specific moment. It could be a confirmation that you are being remembered fondly, updates on their well-being, or simply the validation that the connection between you remains significant in both of your lives. These events also serve as a gentle way for the universe to test your readiness to reconnect. How you react to these indirect opportunities for connection, the questions you ask, the interest you show, all of this can influence if and how a direct reconnection will eventually manifest. It's as if the cosmos is preparing the ground for future possibilities through these human bridges. The frequency of these encounters increases dramatically during periods when the other person's longing is particularly intense. It is as if their emotional energy creates a magnetic field that attracts people from your shared social circle into your orbit, facilitating these indirect connections that keep alive the mutual awareness of the importance of the relationship between you. The ninth sign is the amplification of ambient energetic sensitivity. Jung observed that intense emotions directed towards a person can create subtle but detectable changes in the energy fields that surround them. When someone misses you very much, you may begin to notice significant changes in the way animals, plants, other people, and even environments respond to your presence in ways that indicate an elevation in your overall energetic vibration. Animals may behave remarkably differently around you, more affectionate, more attentive, or simply more attracted to your energy. Dogs may approach you on the street for no apparent reason. Cats may seek your attention in unusual ways. Birds may behave less fearfully in your presence. It's as if they detect a quality in your energy that naturally attracts them. Plants in your home may flourish unexpectedly or show signs of increased vitality, with no changes in care or environment. Your plants may grow faster, produce flowers out of season, or simply appear more vibrant and healthy. People may comment that you seem different, more radiant, more present, or that there is something special about your energy. Even when you are not consciously feeling particularly different, you may receive more smiles from strangers, encounter more kindness in daily interactions, or simply notice that people respond to you more warmly and openly. These changes reflect real alterations in your field caused by the loving energy being directed towards you. Genuine longing, especially when accompanied by love and gratitude, generates specific frequencies that can literally increase your energetic vibration, making you more attractive and magnetic on all levels of interaction. One of the most fascinating consequences of being consistently held in someone's loving thoughts is the exponential strengthening of your own natural psychic and intuitive abilities. And this is the 10th sign that someone misses you very much. When someone misses you very much, the energy of this connection can act as a kind of spiritual amplifier for your natural gifts of subtle perception, creating a notable increase in your general paranormal sensitivity. You may begin to notice that your intuition is dramatically sharper. Your dreams have become significantly more vivid and prophetic. Your ability to perceive the subtle energies of people and environments has increased considerably, or your ability to pick up information through non-physical channels has intensified markedly. There may be a substantial increase in synchronistic experiences, not only related to that person, but in all areas of your life. Jung observed that genuine love has the extraordinary capacity to awaken dormant potentials in the beloved person. When someone consistently holds you in thoughts of deep love and longing, this focused energy can literally activate aspects of your consciousness that previously remained latent or underdeveloped. It's as if you are receiving a kind of continuous energetic initiation that expands your natural perceptual abilities. This intensification of intuitive abilities often manifests as greater sensitivity to the energy fields of other people, an increased ability to perceive synchronicities and significant patterns, an enhanced ability to receive information through dreams or meditation, or simply a much stronger connection with your own inner wisdom and inner guidance. The mystical tradition has always taught that true love has transformative powers that transcend physical limitations and can awaken latent capacities in the beloved person. Modern science is beginning to validate these perceptions through studies on how deep emotional connections can influence brain functions, pineal activity, nervous system response, and even genetic expression related to paranormal sensitivity. You may find yourself receiving more frequent intuitive insights about situations and people, having premonitions that prove to be impressively accurate, or simply developing a much more refined ability to navigate life through spiritual guidance. It is as if you are being energetically nourished by this loving connection, allowing more subtle aspects of your consciousness to flourish and develop. One of the deepest and most mysterious signs is what Jung would call temporal resonance, an inexplicable synchronization between your significant emotional moments and those of the person who misses you. You may discover that at times when you are going through important experiences, personal celebrations, transformative challenges, or significant milestones, the other person is simultaneously experiencing a something similar or thinking intensely about you. This synchronization goes far beyond casual coincidence. It is as if your life journeys maintain an invisible coordination that reflects the deep connection between your souls on levels that transcend normal causality. You might be celebrating an important achievement and later discover that at the same moment, they were remembering you and feeling genuine pride in your successes. Or you might be going through a particularly difficult time and discover that they were simultaneously enveloping you in thoughts of support, strength, and healing energy. Jung would explain this phenomenon through the concept of temporal synchronicity, the idea that archetypally connected people can experience an alignment not only of external events but of internal timing and parallel experiences. Their lives begin to follow coordinated rhythms that reflect the underlying unity of their spiritual journeys and the deep intertwining of their personal destinies. This temporal resonance is especially evident in moments of accelerated spiritual growth, deep emotional healing, important life transitions, or simply during periods of intense reflection on the meaning and direction of their lives. It's as if your souls maintain a constant communication that coordinates your personal developments for maximum mutual benefit and synchronized spiritual growth. You may discover that you are going through similar life lessons, facing parallel challenges that require similar personal growth, or simply experiencing insights and realizations that mirror those she is having at the same time. This synchronization suggests that certain connections operate on levels that transcend individuality and reflect a greater purpose that unfolds through both lives simultaneously. The last sign, the most profound and transcendent of intense longing directed towards you, is an experience that goes beyond all others, the unequivocal feeling of this person's energetic presence in your most sacred and intimate moments of spiritual connection. When you are meditating, praying, practicing deep contemplation, or simply in natural states of expanded consciousness, you may feel as if they are spiritually present, offering unconditional love, energetic support, or simply sacred companionship through the invisible dimensions of reality. This presence is a genuine experience of spiritual communion that completely transcends physical and temporal limitations. You can distinctly feel the unique energetic quality of this person during your moments of greatest spiritual openness, as if the barriers between your consciousnesses temporarily dissolve, allowing a direct union of essences that reveals the true interconnected nature of all souls. Jung deeply believed that in elevated states of consciousness, we have direct access to what he called the pleroma, the dimension of reality where all separations are illusory and all consciousnesses exist in perfect and indivisible unity. When someone misses you deeply, especially if that longing is spiritual in nature and based on genuine soul recognition, it can create direct bridges of connection through this transcendent dimension. These experiences are often accompanied by sensations of deep and ineffable peace, unconditional love that transcends any common human love, cosmic gratitude for the existence of the connection, or simply an absolute inner knowing that you remain united in ways that transcend any physical or temporal circumstance. It's as if your souls meet regularly in sacred dimensions, keeping alive a connection that no external separation can truly break. During these moments of spiritual communion, you may receive deep insights into the nature of the relationship between you, understandings about the greater purpose your lives serve, or simply a renewal of the certainty that certain connections are eternal and sacred. These experiences often leave you with a lasting feeling of blessing, spiritual protection, and connection to something much greater than ordinary individual existence. The reality of these experiences is confirmed by their consistency, emotional depth, and the specific insights they bring about the person's current life and circumstances. They are not vague fantasies, but specific communions that often include precise information about the spiritual state, challenges, or growth she is experiencing simultaneously. What Carl Jung found through decades of research and clinical experience is that at the deepest level of reality, we are all interconnected through fields of consciousness that operate completely beyond the conventional limitations of physical time and space. When someone misses you very much, when the longing arises from a place of genuine love, deep soul recognition, sincere gratitude for the connection you have shared, or simply deep appreciation for the impact you have had on their life. This intense emotional energy becomes an active and dynamic force in the universe that works consistently to maintain, honor, and celebrate the sacred bond between you. The 12 signs we have explored together are not mere psychic curiosities. They are direct manifestations of a universal truth, a secret language from the cosmos meant just for you. They are proof that certain connections are sacred, and that a love that recognizes soul in soul creates energetic bonds that no physical distance or human misunderstanding can ever break. If you have recognized these signs, you now hold the key. You understand the extraordinary depth of the connection that exists between you and that specific person. On the soul level, you remain profoundly united. As Carl Jung taught, our greatest healing comes from consciously honoring these deep, archetypal connections. So when you feel that pull, when you see these signs, trust them completely. The universe does not create these elaborate displays without a divine purpose. They are genuine gifts, unequivocal proof that you are deeply loved and remembered. And if you have made it this far, it is because your soul was meant to hear this message. To affirm this, to declare to the universe that your eyes are now open, I want you to do something powerful. Go to the comments section right now and write the phrase, "I recognize the signs." This is more than a comment. It is an affirmation of your power and intuition. As you do that, I have one more request. An incredible number of you, who watch until the very end, have not yet subscribed. If this journey has resonated with you, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next chapter of universal secrets we will uncover. And press the like button to help this profound truth reach every soul that needs to hear it. Remember, the bond remains active. The true love that recognizes soul in soul never truly disappears. It simply finds new, infinite, and poetic ways to express itself through the cosmos. Thank you for being here. We'll see you in the next video.